We're recording. So the last video I did, everything at the moment is edited on my phone and filmed on my phone. I still haven't bought a GoPro. I said I was going to, but what I will do with this whole video thing is be completely transparent on money, time. I live a real life, so does my girlfriend. I'm not some sort of famous YouTuber and I don't have millions of pounds in the bank. I actually have very little money, hence the project and not buying like a lovely house. And it is just a bit more of a choice that we want to do this. But yeah, the last video was edited on my phone. It was rubbish. It was just more to document getting the start of the bus done, the build started, and just to show you that we are actually making an effort. This episode as well is similar to that. It's better filmed, but I'm going to start filming stuff and explaining how I'm doing it and explaining why I'm doing it, because I can't just, at the moment I'm just filming it, putting it up and not really giving you any sort of context or background to why I'm doing it. In the last episode we ripped out, Vinny come round, he's a fabricator, so we started to mock up a wooden sort of template for the roof rack. He's been round again since, and I'll show you in the next episode with a metal template that he's already made. So it won't be far off really, in maybe a few episodes where the roof rack will be built and we'll be putting it on. This episode, we're building the floor. Again, I haven't filmed quite as much as I want, or maybe you want. If you do actually want me to let you know how I've done things or why I've done stuff, let me know in the comments. Next is sort of insulating and putting the walls up. We've marked out roughly where we're going to have our kitchen, our sofa, our table and chairs, our bedrooms here. I'm actually sat on the bed. I'm sat where we're going to be sleeping, but in this luxurious old beast. And before you think like, oh, I'm rich, oh my god, they're such rich kids, they own a bus and they got it from America. Look at that big fancy chair he's selling. It was free from a skip on site. It is now a chaise longue. Yeah, quite a lot of people asking me sort of like, what's the stages, how are you going to go about it, have you done it before? Yes, I've built vans before. No, obviously I've not built a massive American school bus before, but stages are pretty similar. At work, obviously we build houses. There's obviously a first fix and a second fix stage. So we're currently first fixing. We're not even first fixing at the moment. We're sort of still half planning, half first fixing. We've got a solid base for a floor and we're going to get the walls up, and then it's first fix. Then we can get all our cable in and we'll get all our pipes in. We have just bought insulation for all the walls, sound deadening, our LPG tank, our water tanks. So we've got 225 litre fresh water tanks, so 250 litre fresh water, and we've got 125 litre waste tank. That will encourage us to empty it a bit more. I bought a bale of cocaine. Again, off eBay and other things. Oh, right, that's it. So this, I was on about 10mm thick foam insulation. So once we've got sound deadening on each one, it's not quite as tinny as a van. It's nowhere near as tinny as a van. So this one, obviously they're smaller panels and it's got a lot more bracing in. Up here is actually really dead. Down here, a bit tinny, but I thought just again, I don't want to get to the end of the build and go, no, I wish we'd have sound deadened it. So they go on first, and then we're going to put, what have I done? These sheets everywhere over as another layer, and then we've got 25mm Kingspan over them, and to stuff into all the gaps and areas we can't get into, like this little void down here, down the bottom. Obviously the Kingspan will slide down, but I want something for it to slide onto. We've got Dodo wool, which is recycled bottle insulation. Most of you know that probably, but it's good. You can either use that or sheep's wool. Rock wool, a lot of people use. This is originally factory fitted with rock wool. It holds damp, it doesn't insulate that well, and it's itchy and it's horrible, and I don't like it. No one likes it. Oh, and I haven't actually got this out of the box yet, so bear with me. LPG tank. This looks to me quite small. It's 20 litres. It says usable capacity 18 litres or 16 litres, I think. I think this will be fine. It looks quite small, but when I calculated usage, it wasn't even 16 litres. So we'll see. We've got an LPG heater and obviously an oven and hobs running off it. So I think it'll be fine. If not, all the connections are the same. We will just swap it out for a bigger tank. Wait, geez! Oh, look at all this fucking goodness. Am I meant to find stuff like this cute? I do find stuff like this cute. She's sweet. That's all I sort of wanted to talk to you about now, was sort of just an update on why the filming's so rubbish, why the editing's so rubbish. It is all on my iPhone 1. So hopefully it will get better. In the world, the white to James Brown's flirtation with Nixon. Mint. Oh, she's some milk. She's tight. And yes, I'm going to use every tool in my tool bag for the wrong purpose.
Violence. Violence is the answer, kids. No, don't listen to me.
So we have finished the floor. I'll show you from the furthest point away. And now we are, well, Ab is, and I've just joined her, taking up all the glue from the joist glue, so where we've put it down and screwed it so that we can insulate. So otherwise it'll lift the insulation, it won't sit flush. Bit of a pain in this job, but I reckon 10 minutes, 10 more minutes, 20 more minutes and we'll be done. Just show you the floor. Winner. So we'll set 18mm, well, set 50mm Kingspan inside all these gaps, and then we're going to set 18mm ply on top of that. So we've got a pretty strong floor. We'll be walking all the way down the middle here, so it's like, I'm sure some of you that have seen Skoolies before, Skoolie conversions, a lot of them have amenities to the side, kitchen, lounge, blah, 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 and then a big walkway up the middle, which is what we're doing. So I've made this really strong 300 centres. So we won't get any bounce in the floor, any flex, and then when we do put our final flooring down, it should be nice and level, nice and square, nice and straight, and we won't get any sort of joins rising, Christ, can't speak, rising or anything like that. So the last van I didn't batten out enough, and then when I put the flooring down, it was fine until we started using it, and then there was gaps in between the joins because it would fall away. So this is much better. Finished the insulation, so it's now time for ply. I didn't really think it would be that beneficial videoing, putting insulation in and cutting all that. You fucking roughly know how that works. You measure the square, you cut it, you put it in. But yeah, pretty chuffed with that. I know, like many of you think the same as me, this bus is full of windows. You can't insulate them short of blocking them off, applying it off and then insulating, which we will where obviously some cupboards are in the bathrooms and stuff like that. But most of the bus is full of windows, so you can't insulate that shit.
unless we were to, yeah, I don't know, double glaze it or something, but we're not going to. So we're insulating the floor as much as we can. We will be insulating the roof and the sides as well as we can, but I am fully aware that all our heat will escape out the windows at the same time. But we'll have electric underfloor in here, electric underfloor, a wood burner and a diesel heater as well, so we'll be pretty toasty. So finished the installation, just about to apply, and it's been in my head for a little while, but you know when you don't really think of, or you think of a problem but you don't do much about it until you get to it. So there's these little, I don't know if you can see, these little rails, these little tabs all the way down the bus, both sides, and they're to fix the brackets of the seats on, so the seats come along and then down to the floor, so they fix on through these holes here. But obviously we haven't got seats anymore, and it is a bit of an annoying issue when you come to put your full length of sheet of ply in. So I'm gonna get the angle grinder and fuck them off. So the bus at the back curves, obviously. So I pretty much measured it. Starts curving about 80 mil both sides. So I've just measured 80 mil down. That is completely hand drawn. No circle or anything. I don't know. It might be shit from the looks on the camera. Actually, it will be shit. Let me revise. I don't know. Just testing a few pieces, obviously. So I did my corners too sharp, so this is actually more of an accurate representation. Also forgot to notch out for this hinge and for this bolt for the rear door, and again same on there. So but good fit. Not quite in. I'll just bring it back out again, notch it, try and narrow it. I should have looked really unmeasured, but the rest of the floor bloody done. I'm pretty happy with that for freehand. It's not the end of the world, to be honest. This is a bit close, really. Again, just freehand. Just I can multi-tool him away, tidy him up with a jigsaw or something. I'm going to put it in. It's not wasting time. This will all be covered anyway, so all this floor is an underflooring, really, but a solid base, and it gives us something to put our electric underfloor on. Mind me door. It's all right.
So yeah, so please do bear with me. Camera will get better, editing will get better, the videos will get better. If you could, maybe to help me out, just like, share, subscribe, all that usual YouTube shit. I don't want to plug anyone into making you watch it. If you're interested in the bus build, by all means watch it. If you're not, don't watch it.